Sorority life. What is being in a sorority actually like? Let's find out. You have not even moved into your dorm room yet, and you're already pledging sororities. And you're like, oh my god, this is fantastic. I'm a freshman, and I am gonna have over 100 new best friends. You get ready, you pick out all of your outfits, and you start going around to all the houses, meeting all of the girls in all of the sororities. All the girls that you talk to, you're surprised at how much you have in common with them. You've talked to 3 girls in this one room, and you're like, oh my god, we have everything in common. I'm a twin, so is she. She has a dog, I have a dog. How did this happen? Out of the 100 girls that were in here, how did we get matched? So being in a sorority is not exactly what you may think it is. In the movies, it's like super glammed up and super fantastic, and if you're referring to Greek for your sorority needs and or what you think sorority life is going to be like, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not going to be like that. If you are going to school in the South, then you have a better chance of living in a house. If you're going to school kind of below like the top portion of the country, I don't know exactly how you would classify that, you will have a better sorority experience, I believe, all around, although you will probably be more prone to hazing. It does happen. It happens more with fraternities than it does with sororities, but girls are vicious, so it depends on the reputation of the sorority and also where you are pledging. If you are going to be hazed in your sorority, think about it this way. Do you really think that it's a good idea to be part of a group of people that want to see you miserable and want to cause you pain? No, you don't. The sorority that I'm part of, at least where I went to school, there was no hazing. No hazing at all for the sororities. Fraternities, I can't exactly vouch for them because boys will be boys. My experience was also different because my sorority did not have housing. It was considered a brothel if more than 5 girls lived together under the same roof, so we had to just meet in designated areas that were assigned to us. So you walk in and everybody in the room already knows your entire story, essentially. Everybody is given a little card to prep who you are. They know your full name, they know where you went to high school, they know what your major is, and they have like 1 or 2 fun facts about you. They make it a point to bring those up in conversation because chances are they have some things in common with you that you never thought they would. And it kind of makes the whole experience better if you have something in common with them, so I understand why they match you, but don't go in there thinking that when you're picked up at the door, everything is random and you're just randomly picked with somebody. You have like your little leader person that will tell you, all right, well, this is the room we're going to, and they are all part of a sorority. They are not allowed to tell you which sorority. They're not allowed to push any sorority on you more than another one. They all have lists with your names that they have to match with every sorority as you walk in. If somebody is not there, they have to make sure that they get that girl that was supposed to be matched with the one that's not there out of line, because everybody is lined up before you walk inside. When you think that you're going to be friends with all these girls, think about what being friends with every single girl in your high school would be like. Impossible. Because you are you, and then every high school, every school, everything, life has its group of people. So there are the people that are nerds, there are the people that are like the popular people, you have the athletes, you have the people that like to make music, you have all of these different cliques or all of these different groups of people, and they are still prevalent in college, but they're just kind of all under the same roof. So they're all under the same category of being in a particular sorority. You're gonna find that you're gonna be friends with a select few people, and while you may be cordial or nice or courteous with a lot of the other girls, you're not going to be best friends with everybody. That's just impossible unless you're the absolute nicest person on the planet and nothing ever bothers you and you just smile all the time. Which there probably are people like that out there, congratulations, but somebody will probably hate the fact that you're always smiling because they're miserable. So you can never make everybody happy. I don't mean to taint the experience for you all, but it's just, this is more of like the insides of the smiles and the shirts and like the recruitment videos, because recruitment videos make everything seem so exciting. Like, I watched them and I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to be part of this. Like, my sorority looks great on there. And it's like, the stuff that was shown in the videos was one day. It was one day out of the whole year that stuff was compiled, or like people were like gathered together to throw up balloons in the air or like blow sparkles on people. Like, that's not something that you do on a day-to-day basis. Like, you're not perfectly coiffed every single day you go to class. You're gonna be wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. You're not gonna start blowing glitter on random people as they walk by. So sorority girls, you'll find that there are some really, really obnoxious ones that are like, live, breathe, die, my sorority. They will do everything that it takes to be the best person in their sorority. Freshman year, it's a really exciting time, and then as you start to see what your college experience is really going for. Like, you're going for a degree, not to sing songs and like clap hands. Everything starts to like work its way out. So some schools have this weird thing where if you're wearing letters, which is basically just like your sorority's name, so like I'm a Chi Omega, so it would be like a Chi and then an Omega. Some schools have this thing where if you don't look good, or if you're not wearing makeup, or your hair's not done, or you're not put together, you're not allowed to wear the letters because it shows badly on the sorority itself. So it's kind of like, really, you're that shallow? You will have sisterhood events. Some of them will be awesome. If your sorority has the funding for it, they'll be awesome and you'll be like, oh my god, this is great, this is the reason why I joined a sorority. And others you're gonna be like, I'm paying for this? Like, why? Being in a sorority is extremely expensive. If you are going to be living in a house in a university that has housing for sororities, or like if you go to a school that has a sorority house, you're going to be paying a lot of money because it's kind of like your dorm room for the year, but also you have all of your fees incorporated into that. So it's whatever your housing is plus your fees, but the housing is more expensive than it is if you are living in a dorm room. Most times. There are other ones where it's not necessarily that case. If you go to a school where there is no housing, it's going to be expensive, but not as expensive because you're paying for your dorm room and that's kind of included in your tuition, and then you also have your added fees for being in a sorority, and they will be more expensive in one half of the year than they are in the other half of the year. But also there are payment plans, so you can kind of just talk to whoever's in charge of your finances, so like your treasurer, and tell them that you need to be put on a payment plan because you can't afford the lump sum all at once. If you want to be involved and if you make a valiant effort to be part of the sorority, your experience will probably end up being better. If you are more focused on your studies or more focused on your future, then being in a sorority may be on the back burner. Really, I guess my one bit of advice is if you're gonna get hazed or if you feel uncomfortable at any point during the recruitment process, don't go through with it, because it's not worth being accepted by people for spitting on you or making you eat dog food or whatever the crazy stuff is that they make you do. Just walk away from it, because you will walk away unscathed. Make sure you do your research on every sorority. Make sure you're joining for the right reasons, and if it turns that they're not doing what they should be doing, then walk away, because it'll be better for you in the long run. I hope that this wasn't too dark for you all. I just wanted to give you a breakdown of what being in a sorority is really like, because it's very easy to get sucked in by the videos that you see on YouTube. It's not always the butterflies and fun. There can be some dark places in sororities too. So the connections that you make are great. There are famous people that have been in sororities and you can kind of see who they are by going online. But just make sure that you're joining for the right reasons. Make sure that it is something that you really want. Know that it is something that you have to pay for. Go in with an open mind. Also understand that it is really just like a big industry. It's a big political system. Some universities, I'm not saying every single university is the same because I'm not going to generalize everything, but it depends on the school, it depends on the girls, because if one sorority is amazing at one school, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be amazing in another school. Go in knowing the facts and make the right decision. If you guys want to see any more videos like this where it's kind of just like me being really real with you, please leave that in the comments down below so that I know to make more videos like this. Also, if you guys have any recommendations for back to school videos, please also leave those down below. And if you are part of a sorority, or if you plan on bashing this video, tell me why in the comments below, because I know that every university is different and I want to know what sorority you're part of. I want to know why you joined and if you felt that it lived up to the values. If you graduated college and you felt that your sorority experience was not what you thought it was going to be like, also leave that down below. So that is it for this video. Hope that you all found it informative, and I will see you next time.